We've got her all covered up and all prepped up, and we're starting to clean up all the cabinets and getting everything ready. Nobody wants to watch a guy sit there and clean. Nobody wants to watch that. That's just boring. It's not much fun. You can take my word for it. Next time I could put up a thing and you could be like, oh, he's sweeping a floor. I'm pretty sure most people have seen people sweeping a floor. I wanted to talk to you about being okay to fail. And it's how you stand back up is what really matters. And what I mean by that is like what you're doing when you fail. Do you just lay down and lie in it? Do you just sit there and not take care of it? Or do you get up and keep working on it and keep trucking at it? And even though you failed in that moment, the next day, come back with a fresh mindset and reattack it. So I think a lot of people lay down and they never go back to things. Like this has been one that I've struggled with doing that myself a lot on. Like you got to look at how many years I've been building this thing, and I'm finally pushing through it because I'm also learning it's better to go through something than to keep avoiding it. That's another good tip. I'm learning a lot of things. I knew all these things. You hear them for years, but it's like this has been one that's like lived with me for so long, and I've had to deal with it for so long. And I've always known that like it's not about how you fail. Like when you fail, like it just sucks. Like everybody fails. Everybody fails all the time. I like to fail upward. And basically when I fail, I know how to get to the point I was at. So I go for something bigger, and that way I fail bigger. It's like reaching for the Mars and landing on the moon. You know, you get there. But it's about how you stand back up. It's about how you put yourself together and how you recollect yourself and reattack whatever that thing is that you're avoiding. When you're sitting there going, oh, I don't want to do this, I want to stay away from that. Those are the things that you need to go through. Like when you just need to deal with them. Get done with it, and it's off your plate, and you never have to think about it again. You never have to deal with it again. It's not something you have to avoid at a later date. If you just get through it. Like sometimes it's telling somebody like, hey man, I don't think we should hang out anymore. You know, that shit sucks, but sometimes you just got to go through it and stop avoiding it. With me, a lot of times it's this. She is my kryptonite. And it's just because I hear words he said rattling through my head, and I become my own kryptonite because I get all crazy and do all kinds of weird shit. But if you can tell I'm in a better mood, had a lot of good conversations with a lot of good friends over the last couple days, and got a lot of cool things going on. We're painting a helmet, or painting a cowboy hat for my buddy Dale, who my friend Dale. He won the biggest fan competition for the Commanders, for the Washington Commanders. It's really cool. And he asked me if I could airbrush a helmet or a hat for him, and I was like, well, yeah, that sounds cool. And I don't have a lot of time, but what if I get one of my really good friends in there to do the pin art, and we pin it together, and then 50-50, and then we market it. Instead of him paying me to do the actual hat, we have him get stickers and pass them out at the Super Bowl, stick them on things, put them on signs, advertise everywhere. They're going to be mad. We put a sticker somewhere, fuck them. You know, fun way to do stuff, and plus I can put some art out there that might get some really cool eyes on it. So it gets me excited. And Funk Cover Moose is putting out a new Christmas album. I got to listen to all of it yesterday, checking it out, and one of his new songs is fucking epic. Absolutely love it. It's actually his original, which is really cool because he's a punk cover guy, but yet his original is like my favorite of all his songs, which I don't find different because he lets himself go, gets rid of the worries. But it's one of those guys that just inspires me. But speaking about inspired, tomorrow we are going to clean that table. We picked up the paper, we got the tape, I got all the plastic needed to recover and get new stuff on here. We got Windex to clean stuff, or actually I've got freaking Sprayway, because anytime you're doing paint shit, this is not a paid advertisement, highly recommend Sprayway. One of the best cleaners. It's at Walmart, it's cheap, fucking works amazing. It's one of the best cleaners out there. A lot of tricks you can do with it airbrushing too. You can create foam effects, all kinds of neat stuff. Things I can teach you guys later on. Not on this project. But we are going to call it a day on this. I'm down here. It's about 9 o'clock. I'm trying to get back on a normal human schedule and try and wake up in the mornings, although I do, and I just don't sleep. So my goal is, honestly, tonight is to actually sleep. So I think I'm running on 3 hours in the last 4 or 5 days. So I'm struggling with it, having issues with it. But I'm getting better at it. I'm recognizing that I need to sleep, and it's part of probably why I'm losing myself in my mind and everything else, and I'm getting all jumbled. So I love you guys, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. I miss you. Bye.